You know, sometimes I just gotta vent it out. Sometimes I gotta vent it out. How did you find the team that you play on? Like for Challenger League, Snake? Or ranked? I'm assuming you're talking about Challenger League, right? Wow, we're back into Plat 2. Like the cav round didn't set the tone too well. No, it wasn't even the cav. It was mostly just the way they were playing. They were just playing very strange. What rank am I? I am Platinum 2 right now. So for CL, the way I found my team for CL, so I'll give you guys like the whole rundown. So like, yeah, I'll even end up probably putting this on YouTube as well. So yeah, I'll give you guys the whole story. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. All right. So let's start out with, it was 2021, this year, 2021. In March, I announced that I was going to be putting content to the side for a bit. At this time, I didn't really know anything. What up, Fishy? I didn't really know anything about like the balance of competitive and content. So at first, I thought I literally, like in T3, I thought I had to drop like streaming and YouTube for like most of my week. But I didn't need to, but I thought I did. So I made like an announcement video saying, you know, the daily YouTube uploads, the daily streams are gonna, and like the 4 TikToks, 4 Instagram posts a day, they're gonna take a pause. They're gonna take a pause and they're gonna slow down a little bit, which was okay. But I didn't really need to at that time. So that happened. I started playing competitive at March. I tried out for, I didn't even try out for teams actually. Panic actually picked me up. He asked me if I wanted to play competitive. And I was like, sure, dude, I want to. I was looking for a team at the time. I was saying, you know, I had a little experience here and there. And I ended up joining a team of me, Genesis, Panic, Sonafin, and Toon Squad. So that was the very first competitive team I've ever had. I actually have never, I've only played on one team, and the team is basically the team I play on now. So after that, I just did scrims with them. We did like upsurge, a lot of tournaments that, because I wasn't 18 yet. I turned 18 in May, and I started playing in March. So basically during that time, I was just learning how competitive works. I was just learning how, you know, just how to improve my game during that time. I was just grinding it, playing a lot of scrims a day, like a lot actually too. And then just doing mini tournaments here and there to get it. Historical stream moment. Nice. Mostly just for the YouTube content. But after that, so I turned 18 around May. And then once I turned 18, then now I'm able to play in Challenger League. I'm able to play in Face It. So I started after I turned 18, that's when I started grinding Road to FPL and like 10-man servers, playing a lot of rank. So this time is when I grinded rank. I just played a lot of, I think I got a lot of my competitive like side by just playing a lot of support operators, like droning, learning how like to open up walls correctly, positioning. That's why I make a lot of my educational content, is because I just love competing. I love the competitive aspect of Siege, while also the casual side, which is why I still do content. And I still make educational content for you guys, whether it's streaming, YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff. You just hit plat again after quitting for a year and a half. Highest rank was plat 2 now instead of playing a main. Shows. Hey, that's what's up, man. I guess, you know, he's got to keep grinding out that KD, I guess. And then, boom, June happened. Challenger League qualifiers were in June, I believe. Then me and my team, then the updated roster, it was me, Panic, Genesis, Nomad, and Jewel. We picked up Nomad and Jewel after we parted ways with Sonafin and Toon Squad. So after that, it was that 5 core roster. We went through Challenger League quals, and at this time, guys, people kind of saw our team as like a, you know, the not so good team in a way. We were just looked down a lot. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, people had never seen us play before. They just, we were just kind of like the underdogs the entire time. Placed plat 1 of the season, got frustrated with all the cheaters since it was early season. Playing Valorant nowadays, yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of my teammates are playing Valorant. They enjoy that game a lot. So we went through Challenger League qualifiers, and we made it. We made it to close qualifiers, and then we went up against the relegated Challenger League teams, and we beat Nemesis. I think it was 7-4. I was just like, I was losing my voice, bro. I was screaming after every round. I was so hyped. The worse you are, the more room you have to grow. Yeah, exactly. 100%, man. So, and then we make Challenger League. Me, Genesis, Jewel, Nomad, and Panic. We make Challenger League. Yeah, man. But that room to grow as a Siege player, I think it is a big learning curve, but it's why I love Siege. It's just, learn off. You get it. It's basically, Siege is a game where you can basically be rewarded for outsmarting your opponent, whether that's aiming, positioning, utility. Like in Call of Duty, if you want to outskill someone, you just send a fucking police dog at him, or you just like use a shotgun or something like that, or like you get a kill streak. But like in Siege, it's just like so, like everything matters. You can do, like, anything can happen. As long as you have the passion, you will grow anywhere you want. Oh, 100%, man. I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff too, but that's not really what we're talking about. We'll save that for another conversation, though. I love talking about that kind of stuff. So after we made Challenger League quals, that team of us, we just started booking more scrims. We were to the grind. Basically, this is when we were actually on a different org. We were on an org called Lionheart. Lionheart picked us up. We were a T3 team. Eventually make Challenger League, but eventually we had to move orgs. Then we eventually became Outlast, which is the one I'm representing today. Outlast is a great org. After we picked up the org, then that's when we started competing in stage 2 and stage 3 of Challenger League. So though stage 2 and 3 were probably some of the best seasons I've had of, actually some of the best times I've had in Siege so far. I was able to meet a lot of new pros, new competitive people. I basically like gained the respect of a lot of the comp players and met a lot of new people in Siege, like the Pro League players, competitive, like Challenger League players, T3 players, all the competitive scene. I was able to unlock that whole part of Siege. Like normally I was just like a rank star, playing with all the homies and all that, but that, like, learning from people that are in the department where I want to be at, like a pro level, being able to learn off of players like that is the most important thing, I'd say. Getting better in R6, both so rewarding, such a good feeling. Yeah, too bad I changed your mood. Yeah, man, Siege is just intense, man. It's intense. It can really throw you off. It can make you super happy, fucking make you frustrated, break shit. I mean, don't break shit. Please don't break anything, but But that's how I found my team. That's how I found my Challenger League team. Eventually, we made roster changes in the past few weeks, but that's how I basically started playing competitive. For anybody that's asking, and this will probably be on YouTube as well. So I guess I'll just finish up the story with how we are now. We finished, we had some good and bad matches in Challenger League, but this is our first year of Challenger League, for first season at CL for all of us, me, Jewel, Nomad, all of us, our first season. But we learned a lot. We're ready to grind, maybe one day we'll be playing on the main stage, it's a dream of mine, definitely. Something I want to cross off my bucket list someday. But you know, gotta dream big sometimes. Gotta dream big. But otherwise, that's how I found someone. And any advice, the advice I would give to people that are starting competitive is, one, get a Discord. Join competitive Discords that are T3, T4, like anything that's like competitive related, that's not ranked. Anything that's not ranked, play in those custom games. You will learn a lot, you'll meet a lot of new people, possibly even find yourself a team. 2, you need to market yourself as a player. Twitter. Okay, Twitter and yeah, just Twitter and like ranked with comp players basically, but a lot of comp players don't really play ranked. But Twitter is a big thing for Siege. Siege, a lot of competitive Siege is on Twitter. Follow all those guys, ask them for tryouts, learn from them, play against them, get your name out there. Stop waiting for a team to just magically pick you up because you did well in a qualifier. Nah, bro, you need to prove yourself. Can't expect to get picked up by a good team because no team is going to pick up someone they don't know. You need to actually prove yourself, whether that's, you know, tryout, qualifiers, any kind of placement, you know. And then last thing I would say is just if you want to get good and competitive, you just need a good reputation, bro. Like, don't be toxic to people, don't be freaking don't be, you know, like, just don't be a dick, man. That's it. But that's all for my side for competitive. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll upload that later. You and Sykes for watching our girl. Yeah, my boy Sykes, man. Don't even get me started. That boy is crazy. I remember playing rank with Sykes. I met Sykes and your boy Roy in a rank game one time. And ever since then, like, I became friends with Roy, became friends with Sykes, like, just overall a great group of people, man. I'm really, that's also one thing, you know, it's really good to meet people like that.